What's going on, everybody? It's George Dez here, host of Rad in Vegas. So we have a special guest today. He is the host of Running Vegas, realtor mogul, coach, Mr. John McNamara in the house.
Woo! Look at that!
Look at that! Yeah,
I had a good open.
I'm like, I need to. Yeah. Well, you know what though? I forgot the. Like, subscribe.
Yeah, it takes a minute. Honestly, you crushed it.
Thank you.
That was 11 out of 10.
Bro,
let's not.
I love this. I love this attitude. Well,
why do I open anymore? You've been holding this back the whole time?
Used to it. Yeah, I'm like, hey, let me. You know, it can happen when I'm like inspired, and I'm inspired right now. I'm feeling good. I'm excited we're doing this podcast because it's a little different. It is. I will be interviewing you, so it's going to be fun. So the guests get to know you a little bit better. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I like being the guest spot because I don't get it very often. I did Trish's like 6 months ago and I had a blast. Because the host part of it is actually a lot harder than people think. Yeah. Because you got to keep things moving, ask great questions, pretend like you're listening.
Well, listen, it's not my forte yet. However, because we are business partner with friends, we're like, okay, this is going to be, I went into this feeling really good and happy. And when it's anybody else and I don't know, I'm like, I don't know. I know I did, I'm like, this is going to be fun because we're going to see how versatile you are. And just, you know, we're going to talk about the podcast, about real estate, about you, about future goals.
I love it.
And I gave you questions yesterday. And that way you can take, so those questions are not the ones.
Okay.
So it's completely different questions I actually have for you.
Let's do it.
I
know you're messing with me. Yeah. Whatever you do. So I came into this like, whatever's going to happen, it's going to happen.
You guys, I'm only giving him a little bit of shit because he's so, you're very routine-based and you're very controlling and you don't like surprises.
I do not.
In any way, shape, or form, even on your birthdays.
Yes.
Especially on your birthday.
That's for sure.
Holidays, any special events. So I'm like, how could we have this just podcast be a little unhinged?
We got to do what we got to do. It's funny you said that because you're absolutely right. And I remember I had like a minute because you're like, you know, we're just going to like wing it, whatever you said. I'm like, I want some questions. Well, hold on. Let me finish my story. And you're like, I'll send you questions. Don't worry. We're kind of getting each other back and forth, right? And then, you know, there's a part of me, I'm like, this is me having control issues. You know what? He's going to be the host. He's going to do whatever he's going to do.
All right.
And we're going to run with this.
Okay.
No pun intended.
I love how, running Vegas. We're running with it. I like it. I see what you did there. So, well, I wish you would have told me that yesterday.
I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah. So, way to let go of control by not telling me. It just went through your head, and you're now telling me after you received the questions.
You know I'm introverted.
Very John McNamara.
You know I'm very analytical.
Yeah, very
Look
John
at me being
McNamara the
versatile
third
today.
of you. Yeah, it's like I'm always verse. So if you know, you know.
They all know.
Yeah, Mom.
Oh my God.
All right, so let's start just you growing up. We're not going to get into New York because I don't care, but maybe the story takes in New York. Yeah, you know, we've heard it. We've heard that story over and over.
The childhood story?
Well, hold on. Take it easy. I want a story from your childhood that no one would guess.
Okay.
I guess it will take place in New York because that's where we were.
Yeah,
but,
that's right. I'm sorry. It started in New York. I was going to bring up New York, but you brought it up.
Yeah.
Because I know how you don't like states.
Yeah.
I actually wasn't, this was like the hardest question on here because I'm like, what? I don't remember a lot like before 10 years old.
Yeah.
So I'm at the gym this morning, like 6:30. I'm texting my dad. I'm like, do you have like a funny story where I did something stupid that I can make fun of myself on the pod?
Yeah.
So he's like, it's funny.
It's
funny you said this because I was talking to your mom on the Super Bowl about it, but I don't know. I was like, I don't know, maybe like eight years old, something, 6, somewhere around there. I was in the basement hanging out.
Okay.
And my dad hears this smash.
Okay.
And he's freaked out because he knows I'm down there. And he runs downstairs. And there was like a big painted window, like the old ones back in the day. And it was smashed everywhere.
Okay.
And I'm standing next to it, like, freaked out.
When you say the old windows, is it the ones that had the wood casings and they would go up and then sometimes they would slide down because they were
like
so
the double pane. Like,
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So my dad's like, what happened?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not telling you. He's like, just tell me. It's okay. I won't get mad at you.
Yeah.
And he goes, I go,
As he has the belt in his hand.
I'm not telling you.
Yeah.
He's like, I promise I will not get mad at you if you just tell me.
Yeah.
And I go, you promise you will not get mad at me? Because I was scared. I was scared of my dad until like I was 18 years old. Like, he intimidated the heck out of me.
Yeah.
And literally I'm like, okay. I smashed it because I wanted to see what was going to happen. And my dad in his head, he texted me this morning, goes, what the fuck? And apparently, he didn't get mad.
Well, he had told you.
He never brought it up until I was like in high school and he told me about it.
Yeah.
And he likes to bring it up once in a while. And I still forget that story. But I do barely remember it. But I have a good dad.
Yeah, there you go.
He kept his word. He was good. He was understanding.
Very cool.
And he should have threw me through the window. But
yeah. I probably would have thrown you through the window.
for sure.
Yeah.
You got that Latin blood.
Maybe that's why I'm
Woo!
not the... Yeah, that Latin blood. They're like, I promise, just open the door. I'm not going to take you. And it's like, yeah, I told you were going to... You know what I mean?
You fell for it.
Yeah. So, okay, so it's the first time somebody on your own show hosting you.
Yeah.
You know, we put the hoe in hosts. So what was your first impression of running Vegas when it got started? We don't have to get into like all the detail, but what was your first
It was fun.
impression or
Yeah,
first thought
it's
here?
been a really fun project, and it's actually been on my mind a lot the last month because
Okay.
I think the first impression is I had no idea what the heck. Thank you, by the way, because you helped me so much with it. It would not have started when it did start. I didn't. All the background, all that looks really good. That's George.
Thank
That has
you, thank
nothing to
you.
do with me. I'm just a talent.
Yeah, he's just a talent.
But-
he can't be all.
Yeah.
You know, he can't be.
You know
looks
you made
and-
it when you're a guest on your own podcast.
Right. Let's run with that.
No, to be completely honest, these are really good questions because I actually really had to think about it because these aren't things I think about. But I'm like,
Yeah.
why did we do it the way we did? And the reality is, it was really just we did what Trish Williams did. I did her pod, and I'm like, we kind of just mirrored that. And to be honest with you, my thought process was just to learn how to do a podcast.
Okay.
And I
Sounds
feel like
impressive
the
to me.
last 2 years, I've learned. You probably learned a lot. You've helped me a lot. You've come
Yeah.
back on and helped more with it because it's
Yeah, I
it's a
feel
lot.
like I'm finally getting it, not 100%, but okay with it.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Being on camera.
You're a good host. You and I have very different personalities, so I think
do.
it blends well for guests. And
Yeah.
but that was my first impression. Like, let's learn. The goal was to make it 100. Now we're at 100, over 100, and I'm like, what's the next level
Right.
of running Vegas? And I think you and I are trying to figure that out, and we'll talk more about it. But
We're going to keep it fun. It's
Yeah.
always going to keep on getting better. Every time
Yeah.
there's something else that comes up. So, all right. So we've been friends for a while, 7 years, give or take. And
7 years.
What is one story you recall that is maybe the most ridiculous or the funniest adventure you and I have had? I feel like we have a lot of
There's
crazy.
a bunch, but it's funny now. It was not funny at the time, but it was when we were in Mexico City.
Oh.
It's by far the most memorable trip in so many different ways, but the part of, as you know,
We're Mexico City.
Mexico City.
We're not in Polanco, which is a really nice area in Mexico City, but it's another nice area.
And we went down the wrong street. I had a beer in my hand. Cops come by.
I don't know if it was the
Whoop,
wrong
whoop.
street. It was a good street.
I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a good point because I didn't know where the heck I was going.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was an unsafe street.
Yeah, it was weird though because that one guy is like, "Don't go down that street," and we went anyways. But I think that was like the universe. Maybe it wasn't a bad street, but
Yeah.
the universe was saying like, the cops are going to get you there.
Right.
So, anyways, I had a beer in my hand. Apparently,
I did too.
he did too. They didn't care about him. They cared about me because they're
Yeah.
trying to get money out of me. I ended up in the back of a cop car.
Handcuffed.
Handcuffed. Him and his aunt negotiate fiercely to get
All
me
right.
out.
So you guys, here's the thing. It's like I am.
You know you have a real friend when they hop in the back of the cop car. It's like, okay, take me too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jorge, whatever we gotta do, just get me out of here. And he's
Oh,
like,
listen,
don't even worry.
guys.
This is gonna be a funny story we're gonna talk about.
Oh my God! And it's happening right now, bro. That was a full circle moment. Oh my God! I'm like, we're gonna laugh about this some point.
Right?
I'm like, so guys, it's talk about Latino blood. Like we do not give up. I go 0 to 110
Yeah.
real quick, and
Yeah.
I like everybody and I dislike everybody at the same time.
Yeah.
This cop and I are I'm yelling. I'm trying to translate to him at the same time.
Yeah.
My aunt is about to get into a fight with it's 2 cops, and he gets handcuffed, and I'm still going. I'm grabbing John by the arm. I'm like, we're not doing this. I'm like, we're not doing this. And yeah, talk about being angry and just talking loudly. And yeah, I'm like, we're getting out.
If you go 0-100, meet your aunt. It was another level. Your aunt was about to fight them all. I'm like, please, can we go?
I'm like, no.
I don't understand what anybody's talking about.
You guys, my aunt pulled her cell phone out. She went on the Facebook Live. She was doing all that stuff, and we finally were able to, get out. So that was that's a funny and crazy story all at the same time.
But I think definitely our friendship went to another level. I appreciated you're obviously a very loyal friend, but in that moment you had my back, right?
Yeah.
And just that trip in general, I'm like, you and I have gone on a ton of trips. That's one thing I really appreciated about our friendship is you traveled before I did. I was always working all the time, and then we kind of started traveling together.
Yeah.
But Mexico City was so interesting because it was this incredible city. The restaurants were insane. The customer service was insane. You would tell me about it, but unless you go, you don't really know. You're just ignorant. And then we're going through like the rural parts of Mexico, and then you realize as much as you hear or think, and then you go through it, you realize how good you have it.
Right.
So that whole trip, I learned so much in a week. It was insane. And today, I will never forget that trip. We went to the pyramids.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, we did everything. That was probably one of the best trips of my life.
Yeah,
and that was one of the scariest moments of my life.
Mexico City, Nobu. Bomb.
Oh my God!
Oh my God, that was insane.
It puts the Nobu here to shame.
Right. It's like you think all these are pretty. I'm like, oh, there's like a live treat in that one. And
when you told me about, it, like, no way. And then we got there. I'm like, oh yeah, this is better, and the customer service is better, the food's better.
You guys, they brunch better too. It's like it's actually a vibe with good music, and everybody had rooftops, like terraces. Yeah, it's crazy.
Mexico City. If I spoke Spanish, I'd be living there.
This keeps on. How funny! I'm like,
it's a magnet. Yeah. That happened to me today. I was actually eating lunch, and I go, and the knife was attached to me, and I'm like, wait, what?
Do I have superpowers?
Yeah. I need the soda.
Call me magnetic. Yeah.
No, that's my personality.
Right. It's like you just draw them all in. All right. So just cool little things I have too on here. Coffee or energy drinks. I feel like it's pretty close tie now, but which one would you say?
Definitely coffee. Energy drinks make me go crazy. And I get bad anxiety.
We have been doing rock stars though.
I stopped.
Lemonade.
I stopped.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I stopped. They make me go, well, I can't drink hard liquor. I stopped all that. It messes with me a little bit. And I feel like energy drinks do the same thing. So definitely coffee.
Do some of your superpowers come out when you drink rock stars or...
at first, like when you start drinking them again, you feel good. But I notice, like when I drink them for a week, it's almost like I don't have energy until I drink those energy drinks, and then I'm just trying to have normal energy, and I don't like that. Where I feel like coffee, I don't feel that way.
Yeah, it's like a vicious cycle. Maybe because you have it in the morning too.
Yeah, and also
you have your nitros.
I'll have I was starting to get bad. I was like drinking like 2 a day. And I'm like, okay.
2 what? Rock stars?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
the problem right there. I drink them like water, no problem.
Yeah.
Well, talking about that's true. Yeah, I don't get hangovers. Yeah, it's a gift. It's a gift.
Yeah.
So what's a weird habit or ritual that people would find funny?
I don't know if they would find it funny, but I'm all about supplements. So I take supplements every day. I love the meme that you showed me the other day. Like the world's blowing up, and then there's John. Like, did you take your magnesium?
Right.
I am that friend.
Yeah, literally the meme is the world's literally on fire. Yeah, it's like, did you take it? It's always some supplement that can fix my life.
I think what it was, and then again, these are good questions because it made me think of why I'm like this. And it's because of my mom. My mom takes supplements. She takes care of herself really well. So I see the value of them. She's a very disciplined
woman.
Very
disciplined.
Diet,
yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people actually take supplements.
I don't.
But it was great because we had lunch with Dr. Leah the other day. So it's great to have other people. It's like the universe is providing information
is it Leah
to
or
us.
Leah? I realize I call her Dr. Leah, and I think it's Leah.
Is it? We should probably confirm that.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't say either way, but...
Well, I heard her because she made the reservations. We went to Cassie Beach, guys. The bread there, bomb.
Oh my God, it was
insane. God, so good. They're like ricotta with the honey. Oh my God. The octopus. Yeah. I don't know. We just got into, are we hungry right now? Yeah, no, it was such a good time. Yeah. And it's like, right? So where are you taking me for lunch?
Yeah, but I think that's the universe providing, right? Where it's like another she's like, creatine, magnesium. It's just good reminders because she knows way more than we do. She's
Yeah.
been on the pod. Check out that pod. It's our most viewed podcast by far.
Yeah.
But she's a really smart woman.
Yeah, I like her a lot. She's good vibes. She's
Good
cute.
energy.
Yeah.
Impressive woman.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the most insane or outrageous deal you have ever seen or done? All right, let's do one that you've actually experienced. What's a crazy real estate deal where you're like, that was freaking insane?
By far the most, I had a gentleman, this is a long time ago, that was basically, how do I say it? I think it was like a form of title fraud where he made up a person that bought his house. And it was by far the most stressful thing I've ever gone through my life. Like I was throwing up every day. Like I was,
Oh my God,
I thought I was
dramatic.
going to lose it all. I thought I was going to
Way
lose
to
my
keep
life.
the emotions between the lines.
Oh no! I mean, we'll talk about control issues, but I'm super grateful for that because I had to work through.
Oh, we should have told our east side story. I think that one was more. Maybe that one was more funny.
Oh yeah, that's definitely more funny. But I will say I'm not gonna go into super details. We worked through it. We had a good attorney. Like it all worked out at the end of it. But I think those moments are really good in real estate because it levels you up.
Let me tell the funny story.
The thing that stresses you out
is what's going to make you grow.
Exactly, and then
Yeah.
it's not that big of a deal afterwards.
You're going to be a little desensitized to it.
Correct,
Yeah,
because
you're
once you have that big,
or
like the little
unfazed.
things
You're
don't
gonna be
bother you
unfazed.
anymore.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just a deal at the end of the day.
It is, and I think I was younger. I was in my head. You know, I just moved to Vegas. It was a long time ago, but it bothered me at the time.
This podcast is completely about you. However, I have a funny story. And since I'm hosting, I'm going to dare to take it back to me.
Okay.
So I have a funny story.
Okay.
I was already on your team, I think. No, I wasn't on your team.
Yeah, I don't remember the East Side story.
Okay. I
But you
told
tell
you
it.
about the East Side
Yeah,
story
yeah,
because
yeah.
I was at North Italia having happy hour to, calm my nerves. And
You love North Tower.
I had this client that was selling his home. We had a buyer, and he signed all the paperwork. He said that he did not sign and agree to the sale. Then he went MIA, and I'm like, okay, well, then I don't know. I get a call from him, and this is like, a couple days later. Apparently, he had been in jail, and he's like, I need this deal to close. And I'm confused because just 3 days ago, you were talking about how you didn't sign, it was fraud, and it was this whole elaborate story. And he had us send the mobile notary for when he got released out of jail so he could sign, so it could close as quick as it could.
Oh my gosh.
And that was funny, crazy, scary.
That is.
What is going on?
Yeah.
And that kid's nerves. And he was a nice guy, but I just don't know.
Yeah, things happen.
Yeah.
But real estate, nothing really shocks me anymore. It's especially you hear all the things in the news now, the shady stuff that goes on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, now we see more like wire fraud and everything like that.
wire fraud is a legit thing. Talked to
Yeah.
another person yesterday about it.
Yeah, I did too. I'm like, hey,
Their
this
lot
is
was
going
on the market
Thanks
for sale. Get trust or a mortgage.
Yeah,
It happens like every day. It happens here. It's insane.
Right. It's like, yeah.
And I think with AI, it's going to get way worse.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because it's like even mobile notary might go away, right? Because if you can have an AI on the other side and it looks like
Yeah.
it. So, but okay, we'll still keep it light. What's a lesson you learned the hard way? It could be. Let's turn it into what's a funny story that made you grow in real estate, and you're like, oh.
A funny story. The answer I had for you was expenses. Go through your expenses. I'm trying to think of a funny story that made me grow.
Well, I guess if that's aha.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You got to put that in the question prior. I don't.
Yeah. Way to be versatile there. Yeah, totally. We would have done really good if I didn't send you questions.
That is true. Hey, I warned you.
Yeah. So
But
now,
I don't know.
So now, what I hear you say.
I don't know.
So now, what I hear you say is you like to premeditate the answers for the questions I give you.
I like to have an idea of what to say. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do
But
you
I think
feel
that-
at ever any point that that's a control issue?
Absolutely, for sure.
And do you think at any point you're going to harness and muster the courage to just let go like God?
We've done it a couple times, and it doesn't really work out on this podcast. So
Yeah.
I
Or
feel
did
like
it? Or did it work out and you just judged it as not
I
working?
may have judged it. Even like it's funny because I take a lot of pride and these were your systems that you put in place because in the beginning I'm like, oh, just show up and do it, but it's sending questions prior, all that stuff. And we've had people come to us be like, I feel being part of your podcast was like a luxury experience. That's what you created. I did not create this.
Yeah, we heard that. This is true.
But, okay, funny story. Chris Hahn came on here about a month ago, and you and I winged it, and the pod was absolutely fine. It was good. But there was a lot of hims and haws, and it kind of ran a little, I felt the difference.
Yeah.
Of not just sticking to what we typically do. And so it does work to a certain
You have to almost be okay with winging it and not being completely confident almost, because the confidence comes from knowing what the questions are and that there's going to be no random points of random quietness, or what is it? Awkward silence.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we get a lot of feedback from Rick, and I always watch the pods after. I always want to have it flowing as good as possible, and when it's organic. But here's the thing: when you're have chemistry with somebody on this pod, it just flows.
We have a lot of chemistry.
We do.
Yeah.
So, and
the big C.
The big C.
Chemistry, bro.
But yeah, so I guess that's a wrap. That's my funny story, Chris Hahn. I know you are.
I don't know if he's calling you a joke. It might be fighting words. So, anyways.
It was.
Yeah.
If I have to hear about Disneyland one more time.
Disney World. I
don't care. But yet he tells
heard
me
it
about
here first.
Every time.
So you guys check out their Instagrams later. If they're unfollowing each other, it's a real, what is it called? A feud, a real feud.
Unfollowed. I'll follow you right back.
Okay, so you've been doing real estate for a while. What's the biggest myth in real estate?
That it's easy.
Right?
Yeah, I think a lot of...
People don't even think it's a real job.
No.
They think you just, are having happy hours, showing homes, and just closing deals.
It's really hard. Yeah, 70% of agents didn't even do a deal last year. But I get it every day. I got a text today, get a real job. Or, somebody yelled at me the day before, you loser. It happens.
You guys, he cold calls, so he gets that a lot. Yeah, I wasn't made out for that lifestyle.
But it was interesting.
I'm already self-critical, and then somebody going off on the phone, I'm like, all right, or we're getting in a fight.
Well, I'm technically Catholic, so we like to just,
I'm technically Catholic.
Yeah, I know you are too.
Yeah. I've been forgiven of all my sins since I was a baby.
That's good.
Yep.
But no, I was thinking about Utah Life. God, what was that guy's name? Jimmy Rex. Mm-hmm. But Jimmy Rex was on. He was a big prospector back in the day in Utah and Salt Lake, and he talked about that. He had one of his buddies who was a big builder who's like, I'm just going to do real estate with you and prospect with you every day.
Yeah.
And he lasted 3 days. It's like, this is the hardest thing ever. People are mean to me. They don't want to meet with me.
Yeah.
Because I think people just think it's just you pick up the phone and you get all these deals, and it's literally you got to call 30 to 50 people to get a yes.
Right.
It's a lot of rejection.
It's a lot of mindset.
Yeah. And now it's reversed. It took a while, but now I really, my days doesn't start until I get that, it's kind of...
Dopamine.
I get a dopamine effect of getting rejected now, so...
I like it. You're a little crazy.
Yep.
Okay, so what is one thing? All right, going back to our friendship, what's the one thing that's totally me, or you're like that is a George thing, or that's a George move, or that's a George?
Well, I think it fits perfectly. Okay. I love what we're doing with Running Vegas Interruptions with George.
Yeah.
Because that is you. You haven't been interrupting me on this pod, or so I'm surprised. To be completely honest, I'm like, all right, host vibe going right now. I love it. But yeah, that is a very you thing. Because I told you, used to date first 2 years of our friendship. I'm like, this kid's a dick. He interrupts me all the time, and then we kind of got to understand.
And my love, how I show love is completely different.
Yes.
It's I think that's how we grew up in. It's just my sister and I, but our cousins, we have a lot of cousins. It's how we show love to each other is by bullying and just making fun of each other constantly.
Yeah. And now I love it.
So John wasn't used to that. So
now I love it. Now I'm in the office and I'm bullying everybody. That's probably why nobody likes me in the office. But now I'm he comes in and I'm already on him.
Yeah, because if not, he's going to be eviscerated.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
Yeah. So that is a very me thing. Yeah. So it's so what's one thing about, on here it says me, but what's one thing about you that really surprises people?
Well,
because I have a funny story.
I've been told I'm a robot.
Yes, well, I could see that perspective back in the day.
Yeah. But especially with work, I'm
You also don't like to meet people when
I
we're
don't.
out and about.
No, I don't.
Or talk to people.
No, I don't. Yeah,
I do,
I think
guys.
that's why prospecting works well for me. I kind of want to get in and out, go home, chill, or whatever. Hang out with the people that I care about the most.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So guys, I talk to everybody.
I do like to go party. I like to go downtown, have some beers, Uber down, Uber back, and I do like to have a fun time. So yeah,
That is true. Actually, we have a mutual friend. She's also an agent at the brokerage, and you guys. So I feel like I'm a lot of fun. However, I do have grandpa tendencies. Like I like to stay home all weekend with my dog, go on the rooftop, cook. I like to be home by 8, so leave places by 6. I have like alarms. I'm weird. So we're in this party bus. We're doing this luxury caravan. It's Darren and the Virtue group. And our friend Jamie Murphy, she's like, you would think George is the more fun guy, but it's actually John. They're like, John's the one more beer guy. George is like, okay, it's 6 o'clock. We need to start heading home. And everybody gets that mistaken, right? Because they're like, they see my personality, they're like, oh, he'll keep the party going. And I'm like, nope. I'm like, I think I'm ready to call it a night. And you are always that person, let's grab that slice of pizza.
Yeah.
Let's go grab one more beer. It's,
That one more beer is usually 3 beers. Just to give you a heads up, you go party with me downtown.
Don't buy into it. Just be like, hey, I'm calling it a night.
Or have the best night of your life.
Right. Oh my God, Lord. All right, so talking about funny stories, what's the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you in public?
The most embarrassing that's happened to me in public, I don't think anybody actually knows.
Now everybody's going to know.
Yeah. Well, I only told a couple people because it was very embarrassing to me. I was very, kind of traumatized from it.
Oh.
I had a panic attack.
Okay.
I was teaching in class at Keller Williams. This is when full circle with energy drinks. I was drinking like 2 or 3 of those a day. And I'm teaching the class. About 30 minutes in, I have a panic attack.
No.
In the class. And I'm trying to breathe through this panic attack. Talk about control issues, right? This is why you have panic. Now I love panic attacks. It can come anytime, whatever. But what happened was, full circle, Bijan actually came in the class. Whatever reason, because one of my team members came into the class, I kind of got in my head a little bit to be on, and I had a panic attack. So I told Bijan, come up with me in role play.
Yeah.
So I'm having a full-on panic attack. And I was a seller, I made him do it. I was able to get through the panic attack, through that role play, and I kept it moving forward. Nobody said anything. Everybody said like, oh, the class is good. I was like, I was so embarrassed. And then I had to work on that. And I didn't want to public speak for 3 years after that. It was traumatizing.
Wow.
I was embarrassed about it for years.
Weren't you on panels and stuff?
Yes. Well, back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, you were on panels and yeah.
But I was drinking too many. I figured out I was drinking too many energy drinks. So it's.
Yeah, I don't think you should take more than 2 ever.
Well,
I don't think
what
more
happens
than one's
it destroys your adrenals.
Oh.
So you don't get energy from the drinks. This is what I learned. It's you have adrenal energy. I don't know what it's called energy, but you have adrenals in there. So now I take adrenal supplements every day. But basically, when you run out of that, you go into fight or flight mode. So it could be as simple as, something that causes you a little stress, you can go into. I had 3 panic attacks in 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And then I had to take a whole course on panic attacks and how to work through. Oh, it was the whole thing.
This is a good story.
I did not public speak until I did one class, I think at Berkshire, to get through it. And then the next time I spoke was at my brother's wedding. I was his best man, and I was freaked out that I was going to have a panic attack. 75 people, and I crushed it.
Good. Yeah, I think I heard that before.
Yeah, but that was big for me because I used to speak all the time. I was on panels, so I was really in my head. It affected me a lot.
Yeah.
Now I like telling the story because if you're in that and you have anxiety about public speaking, I worked through it. But unfortunately, you have to take those steps, and that's a big reason why I did the podcast.
So I was going to ask, what's the funniest moment you've had here on the pod?
There's not one. There's not one that really
What's one that reresonates or stands out?
You know what it is when I go back, and Ryan Pulliam is a really funny kid. Because we talk all the time, but then I'll always watch the pod, see how we did. And he just
Ryan always speaking Ryanese.
Yes! That's a great way to put it.
I tagged him in a post the other day.
He has these one-liners that I don't even catch, but then I'll watch it after and I'm like, that is hilarious.
Yeah.
He's a very like he's a
Were
funny
you practicing
guy.
that, or were you waiting for that like one-liner, or it's like, yeah, did it just come naturally?
Like he's got like
We're gonna have to
dad
ask
jokes.
him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's so quick. I'm like, does he have these lined up? Or
We need to hang out with that kid.
We do.
We haven't hung out with him just yet.
Oh, recently,
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we do, but yeah.
I'm doing 75 hard, so.
Yeah. Well, he's done with his dry January.
He's done with dry January, yeah.
So, Ryan, we're gonna do that here soon. Oh no! Oh my God! So I got through 8 questions. What just happened? You guys, so he's pointing at the thing just so you guys get context and you guys don't just think this just ended abruptly for whatever reason. I have like 20 more questions to go because it's so much fun. But we got to wrap this up, guys. We hit time. So I guess it's bye for now, and then maybe there's going to be a second part to this. Anyways, like, subscribe. We're talking everything local sports. Thank you for being on here with me. It was a lot of fun.
You crushed it.
This went by New York Minute, or what do they call it in your state? All right, guys, have a good one. Happy Thursday.
All right, take care of yourselves.